Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run on first down. It's Bates, and not much. To speak of, call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. On first down, it's Bates. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the Chargers.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
20-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense. because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Joe Reed, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Randy Bullock.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Number 21.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Try. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Eckler. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
7 brings up 3rd down and goal.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
4th down and
that's caught at the 3. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Joe Reed with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Chargers 14, Steelers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's McDonald. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, McDonald. And incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. McDonald. Looking deep here for Ebron. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Steelers nothing.
Taken down there after getting 8 yards.
A lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Herbert. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A nice gain at 21 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which also happened.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll throw from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side.
They're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
Touchdown! Austin Eckler with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the gun, McDonald. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
3 and out.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken at about the 36. This return that time gets 12 yards back. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He'll get that complete to Reed. And that will be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Joe Reed on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Steelers, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
Nobody turn my offense right here. The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Back to the air on 2nd down. McDonald. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Open man is Reed. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he's got his man. It's Henry for the Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his second touchdown on the season. And this offense is running away with this one. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the route is on here in this first half. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Perry, the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
10-10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Pittsburgh.
Here's McDonald to throw. And they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
We always talk about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
First down, Steelers.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. McDonald sets to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
The first down pass.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10.
At their own.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and...
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Comes loose. It's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, McDonald. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Play action. It's McDonald. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McDonald, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. From the gun, McDonald. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. He brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Well, PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Throwing after the interception, McDonald. And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Pass to him. He's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now it's Herbert. Caught left side, Williams. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Steelers 3-yard line.
It's Eckler again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 20 on the year. And this Charger offense is running away with this one.
Lining up for the point.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And 6.
Successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
1st down.
Throwing is McDonald. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down
from the gun. McDonald winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Throwing again. McDonald. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they finally put an end to this return. And he's all the way down to the 37. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Terrell Edmonds.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. At the Steelers' 21-yard line.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. They didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Eckler. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
And goal.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Shy of midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
21 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Number 21.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
By Kenneth Murray. A gain of 4. It's now
a handoff here to the running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
The with the option. He'll try and run with it.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. On 4th down, McDonald. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
4th down pass. Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Chargers, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.